I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, and it's Sean Egner, Project Manager, First Quantum Minerals. Sean trained as an electrical engineer and has worked in mining and mining-related projects in Africa and Central America for the past 18 years in coal, copper, platinum, nickel and diamonds. He has a broad view of the industry from design and construction through to continuous operations improvement in both greenfield and brownfield environments. Sean was most recently the General Manager for First Quantum Minerals, Sentinel Copper Operation in Northern Western Province, Zambia, before being appointed the Project Manager for the Kansanshi S3 Sulphide Expansion Project, also in Zambia. He's lived in South Africa, and I believe he's living in Zambia at the moment, but he's actually doing the reverse and moving to Perth. So sorry, Minister, he's going the other way. But please join me in welcoming Sean to the podium. Thank you.
Good morning, Honourable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As introduced, I'm Sean Egner, and I'm the Project Manager for the Kansanshi S3 Sulphide Expansion Project. I've been with First Quantum Minerals for 11 years, and most recently I was the General Manager for the Sentinel Mine in Zambia. The Sentinel Mine is the first large volume, medium grade mine built by First Quantum. And it currently processes at around 58 megatons per annum. During my time at Sentinel, I was privileged to witness a national election in which the people of Zambia voted for a new party and a new president. This change was promoted by promises of reform and an improvement in Zambia. The New Dawn government has an extensive plan to elevate Zambia and the lives of all Zambians. First and foremost amongst those is to unlock the economy and enable businesses to flourish. Mining is a major contributor to Zambia's economy, and recent changes in the fiscal policy around mining royalties and taxes have attracted investment into mining exploration and into the expansion of existing facilities in the country. First Quantum has taken this opportunity and approved 2 projects in Zambia. FQM started some 25 years ago at Bwanamakube in Zambia on the copper belt, treating tailings, and has grown to be the 6th largest copper producer in the world, last year making over 800,000 tons of copper, with a trajectory to get to 1 million tons in the next 5 years. FQM has come to operate in 7 countries across the globe, primarily focused on copper, but we do have nickel, gold, and zinc. The largest 3 sites are Cobra, Panama, producing well over 300,000 tons of copper per year, Sentinel, 250,000 tons of copper a year, and Kansanshi with around 200 kilotons of copper per year. Africa accounts for more than half of FQM's annual copper production. FQM over the next 5 years will focus on brownfields projects for production expansion. We are busy with an upgrade at our Cobra Panama facility, which will see the plant move from a nominal throughput of 85 megatons per annum to 100 megatons of ore throughput per year. Kansanshi S3 project will add an additional 25 megatons of ore treatment to the Kansanshi facility, and we will also bring online the Enterprise Nickel project, which will ramp up to produce nearly 30 kilotons of nickel per year. Longer term, we have greenfield projects at Taca Taca in Argentina and Akira in Peru. FQM projects are managed and delivered via an in-house projects team, a capability that we have developed over time, which has seen FQM become less and less dependent on traditional EPCM contracts. Today, we use engineering houses for detailed design, while the balance of our project scope is managed by FQM. We have an inverse responsibility distribution to what is currently seen in the market. This allows us the flexibility to adapt and change as the project develops, and to retain our learnings from project to project. The model also means that we deliver our assets into operation efficiently and quickly, with handovers that are focused and functional and not just a contractual obligation. S3 was originally started in 2013, prior to FQM's acquisition of the Cobra Panama project. At the time, Cobra Panama required all our focus to deliver, and the S3 project was halted in favor of Cobra, and the major equipment was redirected to Cobra in Panama. S3 has since been on hold, waiting for more favorable conditions in Zambia. It requires a large capital investment and has a long life. Zambia needs to demonstrate its investment attractiveness and commit to a longer-term, stable, and more predictable approach. In May of this year, following extensive discussions with the New Dawn government, S3 was approved by the FQM board. The government has taken steps to improve the economic climate in Zambia, create certainty for its investors, and ensure opportunity for growth in the country. This paves the way for the future in which Zambian mining does well, and so too do Zambia and all Zambians. The S3 project, as previously mentioned, will add 25 megatons of throughput to the Kansanshi processing facilities. This added capacity will see Kansanshi transition from a selective high-grade mining operation into a bulk mining operation similar to our Sentinel and Cobra Panama facilities. The project will also extend the life of mine to 2044. We will make use of in-pit crushing and conveying, as well as electrically assisted trucks, both improving our efficiency and the cost, but also reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. The estimated cost to deliver the project is around $1.25 billion US. S3 will introduce the southeast dome into the pit. This extension, together with lower grade material from the existing pits at Kansanshi, will provide the feed for the next 22 years of operation. This new feed will see the average grade drop off over time, but thanks to the increased throughput, we will be able to compensate and keep production well over 200 kilotons per annum. This site will now operate in a similar fashion to Sentinel and Cobra Panama. S3 will in fact be the 6th milling and flotation train of this style, which FQM has built. We will take the concepts and learnings from Sentinel, which has 2 trains, and from Cobra Panama, which has 3 trains, and we will put them into S3. Before stopping the activity on S3, we had already completed work on the mill building's concrete and steel, the stockpile vaults, and the rougher pedestals. So we pick up with some major work already completed. But with the balance of design, equipment lead times, and construction activity, we will only see first production during 2025. The bulk of on-site construction will occur during 2024. As a related project, we will see the Kansanshi smelter also upgraded from 1.35 megatons of throughput to 1.6 megatons of throughput. The Kansanshi smelter is amongst the youngest in the world outside of China, and it was built between 2011 and 2014 as we concurrently built the Sentinel facility. And it is currently producing in the order of 330,000 tons of copper anode a year. The project will add additional oxygen supply, a wet electrostatic precipitator, a condenser for our isosmelt furnace, and convert an existing sulfur-burning acid plant to treat the smelter off gas. This upgrade ensures that the concentrate from both Sentinel and Kansanshi will be smelted in Zambia. All of that said, it's not possible to operate in isolation of the communities surrounding our mines. At FQM, we take a pragmatic and genuine approach to our ESG. We want to build capacity and capability in our community. We want to see the people ultimately being self-sufficient and independent of the mine. We believe that the self-sufficiency will pave the way for the future generations of our communities to provide for themselves and add to their country's economy, well after the life of mine has been exhausted. Wherever possible, we work with government agencies to deliver programs that are meaningful and in the national interest. In Zambia, we work in conjunction with the Department of Health on malaria campaigns and COVID testing, treatment, and vaccination. Together, we have been involved in rural health outposts, which provide medical care to remote communities. These facilities enable an escalation of cases to urban centers and provide a higher standard of care than was previously possible for those communities. Together with the Department of Education, we have upgraded and built education facilities and equipped programs that will educate our children. An educated population is the center of Zambia's development goals, and career opportunities are vast for those who have completed secondary and tertiary programs. The New Dawn government has committed to 30,000 additional teachers across the country to ensure this happens. At Kansanshi, during 2010, we pioneered a conservation farming program. The intention was to teach sustainable farming techniques, and we have taught to over 8,000 farmers. And the program has seen that crop productions increased by over 200%. The program sees graduates repaying into the scheme, meaning that the program becomes self-sufficient, self-funding, and will continue again beyond the life of mine. The success of this program saw it implemented at both Sentinel and Cobra Panama. And Cobra Panama has an amazing story whereby an initial 32 farms grew to over 200 in cooperative that are supplying fresh fruit and vegetables to the mine on a daily basis, as well as to selling their produce to Nestle in country for national food supply. The development of mines is a platform on which the governments and the communities can establish themselves. The opportunities related to the mine are vast, as are the ones that are indirect. According to a report published by Premier Consult in Zambia, each direct mining job in Zambia creates and stimulates 11 indirect jobs. S3 will create 800 long-term jobs. That will stimulate a further 8,800 jobs in Zambia. The increased and sustained tax royalty contributions from Kansanshi allows the New Dawn government to carry out its reform plans in business, education, tourism, and mining. I am excited to be about the prospects of Zambia. The people I work with are too, and so should we all. Thank you very much.